Phew. Oh, that took much longer than expected. I am so sorry, everyone, about the like a little bit longer wait. But I was a little bit busy, had to do a couple things quickly before starting stream. I know I'm late, but I wanted to start some things quickly before going on to stream and doing some artwork for today. Ugh. But it's time to continue Fan Art Friday. I'm so excited to continue this Kitana artwork. I have been like, I have it up, I have it ready. And tomorrow I'm really excited because of the fact that we're also going to be doing God of War. We're going to continue God of War and I'm so excited. But now let's not wait any longer. Let's start drawing. All right, so here she is. Here is where we left off. Yeah, here is where we left off. So now let's put back the music. Give me just 1 second, everybody. There we go. Okay. Now the music is all ready and let us begin. Hopefully it's not too low that you guys can't hear it or no sound at all. I should fix that, shouldn't I? Yeah. There we go. Made it a little too low. That should be better. Okay. But this is where we left off. We have her sister Melina for reference. And we had already done some things here. And now we have to finish. Now let's go back down. Yeah, let's go back down. Because I was supposed to paint her nail, but I accidentally put it with like the line art. So I'm gonna do that now real quickly. Let me just erase it here. Where's the bar? There it is. Yeah, for tomorrow we're going to be continuing God of War. And we're also going to be doing some more Baldur's Gate. I had a lot of fun actually playing Baldur's Gate again. Because I hadn't touched that game in so long. Alright, let's come here. And then right here. And then let's erase the edges at least. And then we'll do the same thing that we did with Melina. Yeah, we'll do the same thing that we did for Melina right here. Right there as well. So now I'm just gonna back out of here and then get the color that we use for her toenails. Because her and Melina actually don't have painted nails. I noticed that when I was playing, like they don't have painted nails at all. Now we're gonna go back. This is the layer, okay. Now back onto here. And then lift this here. Alright, let's lower this down some more. There we go. Now let's fix this before anything else. Yeah, because this is going to be part 5, and then the next part is going to be for part 6, which is the finale. There we go. Now let's add a little bit of a highlight on the nail. So I'm going to tilt this. And then back out here. I've been seeing, like, I've been trying to not spoil myself when it comes to, like, the Valhalla DLC for God of War. Because, again, I don't have Ragnarok and I really want to play it. It's such a good game. But I don't have Ragnarok, nor am I able to play it as of right now. But when I am, I do want to stream it to you guys. I think it's so much fun. I had a lot of fun in the first part that we did, because God of War is one of my favorite series of all time. But I saw that there's like some, like, I think it's towards the end that some people started crying because the end was so emotional. I think it's a pretty short sort of DLC. I mean, that's understandable because of the fact that God of War is such a good game. But yeah, I think it was at the end where people started like bursting into tears. I don't know what happens at the end. I don't want to spoil myself. I don't want to see like people's reactions to it. I want to play it myself. So I'm gonna save that for a future stream where it's just me playing or after 2018 I'm gonna, so that I can play 2018. I'm going to continue that, and then going to continue or start Ragnarok and then Valhalla. Alright, just filling in little gaps here and then right here. Just gonna see if there's anything else I have to fill in or anything I've missed. I don't think there is. There's like very tiny gaps that I missed, but that's completely fine. Oh, here we go. Yeah, just like very tiny sort of gaps that I missed. And then right here, nothing. Nothing here. No, I think we're all good. We're like fixing the tiny gaps so we can move on to the next part. Yeah, we can move on to the next bit, which is, yeah, I think the next bit is for the hair. Because there is the skin. The skin is done. What's this one? Is this a sketch? Oh no, this is a mask. Okay. Now we could work on the hair. Let's work on the hair. Because we have to follow the same pattern we did for Melina, considering they're both twins in this timeline. I said my thoughts before about MK1. I really like it. It's such a good story. Such a fantastic game. Would I play the story mode again? Yes, I would play it again. I love the changes that they made. I still didn't like what happened with Sindel. I think that was probably, like, they should have at least kept her alive to see more of her character, because the fact that me in the last game, so seeing her good again is honestly refreshing. And seeing Kitana and Melina as sisters is also really refreshing. I love that so much. I know a lot of people said that they also like it. Some said that they like the sibling rivalry better, but I like the change that they're sisters now. I wonder what they're gonna do with Jade though, because I think they were gonna introduce her. People really want her in the game because of the new cameo. Her name is Chameleon and she has like Jade's moves, but we don't know what she even looks like yet. So okay, so I'm gonna start with little sections at a time so I can fill all of this in. Yeah, I'm gonna start with little sections at a time so I can fill this all in because it looks like a hot mess. Alright, let's grab this and then make it a little larger. There we go. And now let's follow this in. I was thinking for next week though, I wanted it to, like, I don't think next week I'm going, or for Wednesday, because I'm doing Wednesday streams temporarily for the time being. I think what I'm gonna do is most likely I'm gonna be doing Batman. I've been thinking about it because I would love to stream Baldur's Gate again, but I was also thinking of doing Batman as well, and then something for Sunday. I still don't know. I'll keep you guys informed on my Twitter. And I wanted to have a little mashup stream for the model art that I'm making. Because I have a few options, actually. I forgot what they were. I don't remember them off the top of my head. But let me just fill this in and I'll continue with my story time. I think one of them was, I think, a cat girl. Yeah, it was a cat girl. The other ones I don't remember. I have to look back on my VODs and see. I also have like this artwork I'm going to be redrawing for a mashup stream in the future. It's going to be like a blue diamond artwork that I did. I tried with like a completely different style, like more slightly realistic? Yeah, slightly realistic. Instead of the style that I have now. And even so, my style has actually changed as of recently. I was working on something special and I noticed that I've been applying like new techniques, especially when it comes to like hair. So, do I have water? I think I do. Yes, I do. I have water. I'm good. Alright, so the hair is not looking like a hot mess anymore, so at least base color wise. So I'm gonna just lower this down here. And then right around here. There we go. Just gonna fix the tiny little gaps because I know it's gonna annoy me for the rest of the stream if they're not filled in. Alright. Let me just fill these in right here. And then I'll say another little story to you guys. There we go. Alright, so the other day I was like just doing errands and casually, and so I actually I stumbled upon one of my friends. They were also out just doing errands like myself, and we decided to go take a little walk together. So when we had taken a walk, we had like, I think there was like this little store that we saw. They had these cute squishmallows, and there was one that had like taken my heart, and I wish I would have bought it to show you guys, but I didn't. I think it was like a little cow. It was adorable. It was like this cow squishmallow. I was so happy. I was so in love. I feel like I need to add little dark parts here, like right there, but it's gonna be covered shading wise, so I actually do have like a little couple of squishmallows. They're so tiny, like very tiny squishmallows. They're adorable. There was one that was a unicorn, there was one that was a corgi, and what else? Yeah, there was... I can't remember the other two off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't remember the other two off the top of my head. Alright, let's fill this in here. Oh yeah, I was also like thinking to do maybe a tutorial stream in the future, like much later in the future. My eye itches. Hold on. That's better. Because I know I said this multiple times, but I really want to do like a art sort of tutorial for you guys in case you guys like my shading, how I like to shade, especially with the face. Because I've been told about it, but I'm just like, I don't know. But now that I thought about it more, just like, you know what, why not? It would be nice to have like a little sort of tutorial stream. Just go over the basics, especially what I know. There's like color peeking out of there. I don't like that at all. No. Alright, lower this down here and then fill this in here. I think what I'm going to start with essentially is just like a chibi. Like how my little chibi form is right here. Like this right here. I wanted to show you guys how I made my chibi form, but with a test model. And a few other things as well. But give me just 1 second. My ear itches. That's better. Oh yeah, and there's gonna be like a little Christmas art I want to do. I'm working on it. I started working on it yesterday actually, and I'm going to post it on Christmas. On Christmas. Yeah, I'm gonna post it on Christmas. And speaking of next week, actually, I'm gonna be streaming on a different platform. It's going to be on Kick. So I'm not gonna be streaming on Twitch next week, but I'm gonna be streaming on Kick. So still the same time, it's the same times and the same days, but just on a different platform. There we go. Alright, just fixing the little bits right here. Yeah, just fixing the tiny little bits right here. And then right around here as well. The music in the back sounds like something from Dragon Age. I don't know why. Because I haven't touched that game in so long. I should replay it actually. Yeah, I should replay it. I said this before, I'll say it again, it's still one of my favorite fantasy games of all time. I love it so much. I want to continue like the little playthrough that I have, like the Dragon Age playthrough. Because I've beaten the game before, but I was told that there's like more choices, like more unique choices you can do. I'm just like, there is? I've beaten this game like 3 to 4 times already. I think I've seen everything at this point. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, and I wanted to actually do Skyrim as well. Skyrim, I played it before. It is so much fun. The amount of chaos you can have in Skyrim is amazing. I remember the first time that I played it, it was a few years ago on my Xbox 360. I was on my Xbox 360, and when I had loaded it in for the first time, I was not prepared for the amount of chaos that would happen. So I played as a human to just get started, because the fact that I was like completely new to Skyrim, I didn't know what I was doing. So when I had played as a human, I didn't know that it's just essentially free roam. Well, free roam I don't think is the right word, but you guys get what I mean. So when I was playing it, one time I had like just taken a stroll. Like my character had just taken a stroll, and I realized there's something behind me. I don't know what it is. And I'm just like tiny me is just looking at the screen just like this. What is behind me? And I can't tell what it is. And I still don't remember what it is because it was years ago. It just came, it was running behind me. I don't even know what happened. And it just killed me. And to this day, I don't even know what it was. There we go. I think we're all good base color wise with the hair. Yeah, I think we're all good base color wise. So now we're gonna start adding some shading. Excuse me. And now we're gonna go back to our little reference for Melina. So Melina is gonna be like our little guide almost for Kitana. Like I said, they're like twins, so she's gonna be our little guide. Oh, I forgot something there. I noticed I forgot something in the little itty bitty corners. Right here and right there. I put it in the wrong layer, didn't I? Yes, I did. Alright, fill in the corner here and then right there. Thank you. Alright, now fill this in right here. That's better. Okay, that's much, much better. So now we can start shading. Alright, let's keep it there. Make it white. And there we go. Go with this brush. I like to make my lines pretty thin, but when it comes to hair, I love when it's especially more flowy. I used to be able to make like realistic sort of hair on the whim, but since my style had changed, I wanted to get back into realism, but ever since I lost it, I'm just like, man, I applaud people who can do realism. Alright, let's do this here and here as well. There we go. And I'm gonna add another layer to give more depth to the hair. Yeah. I want to give more depth to the hair. I don't want to just leave it like that. Right here. And then here as well. One thing I like to do especially is sometimes, hello there! Am I saying your name correctly? Is it pronounced Vucky? Am I saying that correctly? Hello there, hi! Thanks for joining the stream, how are you? How's your day been so far? Also, tell me if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Yep, oh good, good. I always like to ask first, just in case. I don't want to butcher anybody's name. But how are you? How have you been? How's your day going? As you can see, we're just doing a little bit of art for tonight. Just something simple. Nothing too complex, because it's a little series I have, so... I'm gonna make a little poll on the next character, but I have to gather the names of them. Oh, excuse me. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I'm also good. Just relaxing. Had a pretty sort of casual day. Nothing too extreme. Nothing too chaotic. I'm glad you're doing good though. I was just ranting about Squishmallows earlier. So. Okay. Oh, my nose itches. Excuse me. No. Alright, just gonna add a little bit more here. There we go. Just more depth to the hair. Alright. Here. Alright, I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. This is an easy one. You're an elf? Squishmallows? Squishmallows are like, they're like these little cute plushes. Like, oh, they're these cute little plush like pillows. They're adorable. They can be like animals or maybe even like tiny mushrooms. They're so cute. But yes, I am an elf. I get called a keeper elf a lot by my friends, but I don't mind it. So. Here we go. And I think we're gonna add some more depth right here. And then right down here as well. But when it comes to the hair especially, I like to make it all flowy, all wispy, so on and so forth. Right here. And downward. There we go. Just something nice and simple. Alright, there we go. Now I'm gonna take a little quick stretch. I just realized I forgot to bring a snack, didn't I? Yeah, I have water, but I didn't bring a snack. I'll get that later. I normally bring snacks when so I've tried out was actually, I think it was Dying Light. Yeah, a friend lent me their copy because I was curious and wanted to try it. It's my type of game personally. One that I really like playing as of right now is RE Village. I've been playing Village for I think a good while now because I had some time off. And I think that the story was really like well done. And I went back and played like the other Resident Evil games, like RE4, like classic RE4. I don't have the remake yet. And also like the RE2 remake, because I've actually played that before. It was a really long time ago though. I didn't go through the secondary route. I think it was the first one that I played was yeah, the first one that I played was Leon's route, and then I went and played Claire's route. It was still fun playing. It was fun playing Claire's route because of the fact that I didn't like see her side of the story. So okay, I like where this is going with the hair. More depth. It looks gorgeous. Okay. Interest is here. And right there. There we go. Much better. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna load this down here. And I think for the last part for Kitana's artwork is just like the effects, anything else that's missing, and then like changes. Any changes that we need to make to the art, because this is the second to last part. Yeah, this is the second to last part for her series. Going over her design and such, I really love what they did for her. Especially with like the new costume that they added. I saw that they added a new costume for her. It was like a seasonal one. I really like it. It is beautiful. I may want to pull up a picture. So, what do you hope they do in the next Resident Evil? What I hope they do, since they did like the Rose DLC, what I hope they do is I want to see like the older characters again. I want to see like the characters, the more iconic ones. Not like Chris and such, because we saw him in the last game, but I want to see the other ones. I want to see Leon. I want to see Ada. I want to see what they do with them, because the fact that it was nice what they did with 7 and 8, but I want to see them. I want to know what they're going to do with them. Or they could branch out to something completely different, like what they did with 7, because the fact that 7 is a really good game. 7 is an amazing game. I have it. I've beaten 7 before. Overall, fantastic game. Would I play it again? Yes, I would. It was because I'm a big Resident Evil fan, like I said. What I hope they do is bring back the horror elements, because the fact that Resident Evil 7 had shown that the series can go back to its like spooky sort of roots without branching like too far into action, or like too far into action, or that it's not too comedic or memey. Because besides like, I think it was the scene where Chris had punched a boulder, that in itself had made RE5 like a meme basically, and it's a pretty decent game. Not my cup of tea, but it was a pretty decent sort of game. 6 though, my thoughts on RE6, I didn't like it as much, personally. Yeah, I personally didn't like it that much. So, I played RE5 with, I believe it was with a family member at the time. We were just like trying to figure out how to play the game. It was fun. But when we got to the scene where Chris had to punch the boulder, that's when we had to stop. Because it was just like, this game is way too memey. It's way too much. But, oh, little quick break. I'm gonna use the restroom. I will be right back. returned. Now let's put the music back on. There we go. All right, that's much better. Now we can go back. So like continue with your question. Again, I just want to see like the old cast again. I don't mind if they do something brand new, of course, but I just want to see like the older characters again. Welcome back. Thank you. I want to see the older cast. And again, if they do want to do something completely different with the series, I'm all for like, I'm curious. I want to know what they're gonna do. As long as it's not anything too extreme, then that's fine with me. Because I think they should really just live up to what they had done with RE7. Again, it's one of my favorite games from the series, and I know they're doing the remakes, and from what I have seen, I think the most popular remake as of right now is RE4, and for good reason. The original was such an amazing game. Still is to this day, actually. It still is a really, really good game. Alright, now I'm gonna add some more depth to the hair. Now, still speaking about games, but not about like Resident Evil. I said this before when I was playing Mortal Kombat, but comparing, like, this might be a hot topic, like, not a hot topic, but like a controversial take almost, because some people were split about MK1 versus MK11. I personally like this storyline better. I played it, I played both. The other storyline I have played on my own to see, I did not like it as much. I really did not. This one is still the best series, or not best series, the best installment in the series so far. And I think this other one that was really good was MK9. This was for the older timeline, so. The timeline stuff that they did with this series, a little bit of spoilers, it's really confusing. Like, it's really, really confusing. Alright, now we just need to add it here. Like how I said with this one, I love the changes, but it's just so confusing. Alright, now I'm gonna do something new that I've done with my other artwork, and it's just gonna be like, just gonna add like a hotter pink color for placement. This mainly works with just digital art. I haven't tried it with traditional yet. Alright, this is just for placement here. And here, this is like the darker halves. Here and here, there we go. And another game I've been seeing that's been trending is Lethal Company. That game is so much fun. I've been playing Lethal Company with my friends as of recently. It is so much fun. I've also like, yeah, I've played it with my friends, and it's just like, it's a ride. It's a ride on its own. And we had a chaotic mod that we put in just to see how it'll look. And I think the mod was the Mimic. Yeah, it was the Mimic. And I didn't know that it could be at, like, I just went into it blind with this mod. So when I went to the fire exit to like take out my stuff, like take out my scrap, we were so close to meeting quota, and when we were close, it had gotten me and killed me. And my friends were so confused, being like, where did she go? And I just sat at my chair like this, trying not to tell them what happened, and then they look at the door and they're just like, oh, that's what got her. There was also the newer update that they put in with like the Nutcracker. That was a trip on its own. That was intense. Much more intense than I imagined. I had this like sort of almost chill game session with my friends, and it was my first time seeing the Nutcracker. So I was the last one there, and I needed to get the last piece of scrap. I think it was a painting. Yeah, it was a painting. So I had heard the Nutcracker, and my friends, they needed to take the stuff back, and I was the last one in. So when I was about to step out, I just heard these heavy footsteps, and then one of them had come back in and just heard this loud scream, and then just a shotgun, and it was over. I would love to play Lethal Company on stream for you guys because it's such a fun game, and for good reason too. It's really, really fun. Especially with mods, because the more mods that you have, the more like chaotic it can be. Besides that though, there was also another creature that I hate in the game. I think it's my eye, just hold on. I think it's the loot bugs. Yeah, it's those like loot bug thingies. I don't know what the name of it is called. But I was playing for the first time, and what had happened was there was this bug, this like giant bug. It was like the size of a dog almost, and it just stood at the doorway and just looked at me. It didn't want to move. And are your friends comfortable being on stream? Yeah, they're comfortable with being on stream. I asked them before, and they're also streamers themselves. I have their pages, like their pages on mine, like on my featured channel section. So yeah, they're very much comfortable being on stream. I've streamed with them before. So I would ask them if I can be able to do it again with them. But they've been busy as of recently, so I've been playing with other friends as well. But I would have to ask them to see when we could play Lethal Company on stream. But yeah, they're completely fine with it. Okay. Now I'm gonna change the purplish highlights for Kitana in just a second. Again, this is just placement on where the darker parts are going to go. Right here, and then right there. Alright, now let's back out of here. No. There we go. There we go. And now we're gonna fix this here. We're gonna add a little bit of warmth, like a darker sort of, a bit of, yeah. We're going to add like the airbrush here on the top of her hair, as well as the bottom. That's gonna be for much later though. But I will let you guys know as well when I'm going to stream Lethal Company with them. Just have to figure out a day when. But for the loot bug story, I just stood there. I think what I was holding was like these teeth, like these chattering teeth that you can find in game. And I just stood there, not knowing what to do. I don't like bugs, by the way. So they scare me a lot. So I didn't know what to do. And I was just calling for them. And like, there's a bug in front of me. What do I do? And it just stared at me, just like, you gonna give me those teeth? Like, you gonna give me those teeth that you have in your hands? And I'm just like, I'm not giving you these teeth. And when I had tried to run past it, it just flew after me. And throughout the entire way, it was just screaming like, there's a bug! You post it on Twitter or use the community tab? I'll post it on both, on the community tab and on Twitter. I use the community tab more. I've been meaning to use that more. But yeah, I'm gonna post both on. I'm gonna post my schedule there on the community tab and on Twitter. I haven't been able to because I've been like super busy recently, so. But yeah, I'll post it on both. just to make things a little bit easier. Okay. Right here, right here. But again, I just have to wait and talk with them, see what day is best to stream it to you guys. I think maybe a Wednesday would be fine. Not this Wednesday, but I'm gonna have to see, because with this Wednesday, what I'm thinking for next week, I do want to do Baldur's Gate, or yeah, Baldur's Gate or Batman. Like I said at the start, it's either or. Because I've been having a lot of fun again playing Baldur's Gate. It's a really fun game, but still. Because during the stream, there was because I was playing as one of the origin characters, Shadowheart, and just talking about her character in general because I've beaten the game before, and I didn't realize how broken she was as an origin character, and I just started playing, mind you. So with her, she basically was a tank on her own, and I didn't even get like companions yet at the time. So much later on in the stream, I was able to get the other companions like Astarion, Gale, Lae'zel. I need a few more, I think. Yeah, I need a few more companions to make my party complete. So okay, here we go. I'm just gonna lower this down here and then right over here. There we go. Alright, much better. This little trick I like to do, I started doing this now, especially for darker sort of hair. It's much easier placement wise, so that you know where you're going to add it. I'm gonna do another one but with a different color. I'm thinking maybe like a lighter green for the highlights, where the highlights are gonna be. Alright, so right around here as well. There we go. There we go. We're making progress. It's a little messy, but we're still making progress and I like it. No. No. Much better. Alright, let's lower this down here and then make some more progress on the hair. Here we go. Okay. I should start using this technique more because the special project I had planned, I can't give like many spoilers about it. I think I'm gonna, like as of right now I can't spoil it, but I think starting maybe in January I'll give like little snippets of what it's gonna be, so. Here we go. Alright, this is much better. I just noticed with this sort of brighter color, looks like her hair is glowing. It's honestly really pretty. Yeah, it looks like her hair is glowing. It's really pretty. I like it. Alright, now we're just gonna add some more down here. I don't know what part we're going to stop at for tonight's stream. I think we're most likely just going to, yeah, once we're done here, we're gonna go up here, do this, and then a little bit down here. Why are people like, you want people interested in your project but not now? I want to make sure that like It's like for the project I have, I want to give like little snippets, but not now since it's not done yet. Little snippets as like maybe little screenshots, so on and so forth. But it's not done yet. I think it's around maybe 30% as of right now. So yeah, it's not done yet. That's why I can't really say much about it. I would love to, but I still can't. Alright. No traces around here. And then right here. There we go. And right down here as well. Now for this top part right here. No. Right here. Alright, I'm gonna make my brush a little bit bigger because I like making my brushes thin, but we'll make it a little bigger this time. There we go. Right down here. Okay, we're almost done with the placement, and then it's going to be a little bit of highlight placement after that. Right down here, and there we go. Yep, we're almost done. There we go. Now down here, and then right up here. There we go. All right, now another quick stretch. That's better. Now move this upwards and do this section right here. There we go. Okay, so the placement is finished. Yep, the placement is finished. So now just gonna grab this here and grab like a darker color, just like that, and let's see how it looks once it's much darker. Should use a different brush, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'll go with a different brush. This one's better, so it doesn't have that purple effect. No, let's try something else. Let's change the layer and then make it a little bit more darker. Right there. There we go. This still looks purple. Hold on. There we go. All right. That's what I wanted to do. Because it kept looking purplish. Alright, there we go. I said this before in my other streams, but something else I wanted to pick up was with animation. I saw a lot of these like cute chibi animations and I wanted to practice it. Yeah, it was just like animation. I think it was the one that I saw, it was on Instagram. It was like these, it looked like little bunnies, like these cute little bunnies. And I wanted to practice something like that. Here we go. And then right down here. Alright, that's much better. Now we're gonna darken it just a little bit. Now come here, and we're gonna darken it just a little bit. Alright, now let's put these two together, and now let's use a clipping mask. There we go. Alright, so now another clippy mask for the airbrush. I like to do this especially considering it brings more depth, especially to the hair. Right here. There we go. I'm gonna zoom in so that we can get more depth in the hair. Oh, excuse me. Right around here. And then here. There we go. Now let's add it to the little portions right here. Alright, now we're midway done with the hair. There we go. We're gonna lower down the opacity in just a second. Alright, there we go. Let's add a little bit to the front as well. I'm gonna move back here. And use the Gaussian blur, because I especially like using that as well. Alright, come here. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Let's make it a little bit more. Alright, that's better. So now let's look back at Melina for reference. Alright, so we're just gonna add a little bit right here, add the shines, and then Kitana's hair is done. How long have I been going for? An hour? Okay. So we're gonna do a little bit more on the top here. Just like her crown, this piece right here, her top, her arm, and this right here. And then we're good. Alright, let's put this here. And there we go. You used to like Bratz, didn't you? I used the Bratz art style as like a reference. I found their art like really beautiful. I used to when I was pretty young, so I still use it now as a reference. I think they're honestly really beautiful, so okay. Now let's add a little. Did I add anything to here yet? No, I did not. Okay, there we go. Let's move this up here. And then right there. Put it right here. And then we'll lower down the opacity soon enough. Yeah, like right around here on the top of the head. I think the Bratz art style is like pretty obvious when it comes to the eyes. A few other things too. Alright, now let's add another Gaussian blur here. Blur it out a little more. No, a little bit more. I think this is good. Yeah, this is good right here. Now we're gonna back out here. What are the other things? Well, for some other things that I use that inspired my art style, for example, was, well, besides the Bratz, well, with the eyes, there was like this other thing, I believe. Yeah, it was like this old classic TV show. It was called The Winx Club. One of my friends had referenced it, especially with the hair. And I used to shade the hair that way, and it had also inspired my art style. And there was something else. I forgot what it was called. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I have to think. Yeah, I have to think. Because I don't remember it off the top of my head. I think it Yeah, another classic show. Now I remember. Okay. It was another classic show as well. It was called Totally Spies. It was so much fun rewatching that show recently. I watched it with a friend because of the fact that we were just watching shows for nostalgia, and that was one of them, so. Alright, now we're just gonna add this here. Right here, and then right here. And now we're gonna move it to the bottom, and then add this here. We're gonna add the Gaussian blur as well. I totally forgot about Winx Club. It's such a, like, I love the earlier seasons when I was able to rewatch it with my friend. But I think like the older ones had gotten so stale when we had just like binged the whole thing. Winx Club, it's a classic. It's a really big classic. Alright, now let's use the Gaussian blur again. Alright, that's better. It's shiny! I think I need to use it a little more right here. Yeah, I need to use it a little more. So let's go back to the Gaussian blur. Alright, let's come here. And then use it a little further. There we go, okay. That's much better. And we're gonna put these two together. But yeah, that one is like a really big classic. Totally Spies as well is a really big classic. I have to remember other stuff as well. Let me think. Yeah, let me think. Because there was something else too. There was a lot of stuff that inspired me besides like the obvious ones like Bratz and Totally Spies and Winx Club. There was something else too. Oh yeah, like the classic sort of 2D Disney. Like the 2D Disney movies, those were really good. I used to try to imitate it when I was young. Imitate the style traditionally because I had gotten into digital art. I think it was a few years ago actually that I had just drawn with a mouse and just hoped to see what was best. So with digital art, it was like, I guess it was like a trip because I wanted to try and make my style mimic a few others that I saw at the time. I don't remember the names of the artists though, sadly. If I am able to look them back up, I can obviously show you guys during the next Fan Art Friday, but I don't remember the artist. There was a lot of them on Instagram that I saw that they were just amazing. It's just like, holy, how do you do this? And there's still some that I see now that inspire me to this day. Alright, so I'm gonna move this here. And then right there. Is there anything in this layer? No. Let's make it a little lighter. Alright, so I'm gonna use the pen this time instead of the watercolor. Because I've also wanted to get back into traditional... Yeah, I wanted to get back into traditional art, but I haven't been able to. I've just been, like, so busy. Are you following them? I don't think I was. I think I just saw their post, liked it, and just kept going on. I think I might have saved them, but did not follow them at the time. Again, I'm just gonna have to look back on Instagram, see what the artist names were, and then share with you guys what they were, like their handles and such. So I'm exploring new mediums as well. Besides this and besides animation. Like I said, I wanted to get into it, especially with the video of the bunnies. That was so cute. Alright, now let's add it onto the highlighted portions right here. And we will fix that in just a second. There we go. So that's one bit. So now we gotta go back here. There we go. Plus with like seeing those artists and developing my own style and looking back at other older artworks that I did, it shows that practice does make perfect. Because I think the very first digital art piece that I made was actually an original character I had a very long time ago. It was for this older TV show. It was called Invader Zim. This was a really, really long time ago. So, oh, excuse me. So, hi Cream, hope you're having a great Friday and stream so far. Hello! Hi there, Tempo, how are you? And thank you so much. I am. So far it's just like a pretty relaxing sort of stream. But hey, how are you? How's your day? I'm just casually drawing Kitana for Mortal Kombat, one of my favorite characters. Okay. But going back to like the digital art, it was a character from Invader Zim, like an original character. I forgot what her name was. I had just basically scribbled on like a plain piece of paper, took a picture with an older tablet, I forgot the name of the program, just drew it to just get the line work, put it into this older laptop I had, used Paint Tool Sai to define it more, and that's how my first digital art piece came. I'm good. Thank you for asking. You're welcome. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too. Love it so far. Kitana's looking fire. Thank you so much. Thank you. I did her Mortal Kombat 1 look because of the fact that I love the game. I've played it on stream. It is so good. I love the changes that they made with Kitana and Melina. I have Melina as well. She's like, I have to back out to show you, but Melina is like right there. It's kind of hard to see, but let me zoom in more. Here's Melina. I had drawn her the very start of this series. Honestly, one of my other favorite characters. Melina is gorgeous. Like both of them are gorgeous, so but thank you so much. I think we're almost done with this series. It's just this part and then the next part, and then the fan art Friday for Kitana is finished. I still have to pick which other character, but I'm gonna bring the option to you guys, of course, so that you can pick. One option was Sindel, their mother. Another option was Astarion from Baldur's Gate, and two more. But I forgot the other two because I said it, I think, a few months ago. So, but on the topic of Mortal Kombat, I've been playing it recently because there's new skins that had come out, and I've been going into like the invasion mode because it's like this new mode that you can do. And I played the one for Nitara, and it was okay. The one for Nitara was okay. The one that I like so far was with Scorpion, the first season of Invasions. That one was amazing. I love that so much. It was beautiful. Especially since we got to see my boy Hanzo again. It's been so long since we've seen Hanzo. Alright, so I'm just gonna add these right here. No, I can't see that. Let me just back out here. Yeah, because I could not see that. Okay. I'm just gonna add this here, and then right there. There we go. Just gonna add this all here. It looks like a mess, but we will refine it in just a moment. There we go. Alright, so we just need, I think we're all good. Yeah, we just need this little piece right here. And then we're done with Kitana's hair. And like I said, there was also this new skin for Kitana. I said this at the start. It looks beautiful. Alright, now we're just gonna put this here, here, and then right up there. I haven't seen the other ones for this shop. I think it was not just her, but 2 other characters as well. Because I think they're going to continue doing the seasonal thing. I don't think anybody got like a Thanksgiving skin, but they had one that was for like Halloween, like a couple that were for Halloween. My favorite one out of this Halloween skins, I think it was Melina's, because it just looks really well done. Alright, there we go. So just gonna lower this down here. There we go. So, I think we're done with Kitana's hair. So now I'm just gonna put all these together. And Kitana's hair is finished, so we're gonna put this down. And I'm thinking of making, again, I said this before, I still have to plan it, but I want to make these into little posters, just of the characters individually. And with other characters that they're with. Alright, now all of this is together, and this is the skin. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to move on to her headpiece. Her headpiece and her earrings. Because we're going to split this in 2 parts. The metallic pieces first, and then the other blue pieces like her top. Excuse me. Alright, so now let's grab this here. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Nothing here? Okay. Now let's add it. This here. I'm gonna fill in the little parts as I said. Alright, down here. Why is it not filling in? Why is it? Hold on, let me zoom in. I'm gonna fill this in too. And then we're gonna make it a little darker. Now we're gonna make it a little more darker right down here. Here we go. And now let's go back. There we go. Now it's filled in. Now we can fill in the tiny spaces. Alright, let's look back on the color guide. So the darker gray is this right here. Come here. Now we're gonna fill it in right there. There we go. Let's go back here. Much better. There we go. Okay, much better. Alright, so now that these little tiny spaces are going to be filled in, we're going to do the metallic sheen. Noticing these designs, I love the fact that Kitana has so much silver in her design and Melina has more gold. And Sindel is like a little bit of a mix. Alright, now we're going to fill in this part right here, like this tiny piece. Another tiny piece. And then one more tiny piece. Because the metallic part should be a little bit more easy. Filling in the tiny space is gonna take forever. It does take forever, but it's satisfying because of the fact that like the itty bitty tiny spaces, they like when you don't fill them in, you're just like, man. But they're still satisfying to do. And I like to fill them in because when I did start, I didn't fill those in. And I just noticed like these itty bitty tiny gaps. Just like, what did I do wrong? And then with practice, I started doing them more. So, alright, so I'm going to grab this right here. It's going to be right here on the bottom, right here, and then right on these spots right there. So this and that. There we go. And then for the lighter gray, it's going to be right here, 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 and here. This shouldn't take long, so we're going to go with the other one first. Alright, my eye itches. Here we go. Now let's zoom in right here. And let's fill in these spaces. This one I know is going to take a little bit of a while because these are like a sequence almost. Yeah, I'm going to fill these in. And the metallic parts are going to be separate from the actual shirt that she has, so. Shouldn't take me long though. I used to go very slowly when it comes to my art, but with more and more practice, it just was like, so, like with sketches, it took me maybe around a whole day almost to just make it right. But then over time, a simple sketch could maybe take 20 to 30 minutes almost. So I wanted to make my art a little bit more faster to produce more stylish art pieces like this. If I did make like these full finished pieces quickly, I feel like a stream like this would have lasted hours. So because I wanted to refine my pieces a little faster, but that'll take some time. Alright, now right down here, and then here. And right here as well. There we go. Alright, now right up here, we're just gonna add the darker pieces. Right up here as well. There we go. Yeah, so that we can have a base to work off of for the metallic pieces. I'm gonna remove the background so I can see the other bits, so. Plus, when you've been having these sort of shades of color, it brings more depth and more life to the piece. Here we go. And now right here. Yeah, right there is fine. Now we're just going to do the same thing down here. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing down here. Alright, there we go. Now we're all good. Bye, goodbye, goodbye, Bucky. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Have a good one. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back to my little color guide right here. I think I might have messed up on her little sleeve. Yeah, I think I might have messed up on her little sleeve right here. I'm gonna have to go back. Yeah, I might have messed up on her little sleeve right here. I'm gonna have to go back and check it. Yeah, let's go back and check the reference first. How long have I been going for? An hour 28? Okay. So I'm gonna have to check and see with the other reference. Yeah, I have to fill in that other spot with gray. I can fill that in. And add the little sequence to it. Here we go. Alright, that's much better. I think I forgot to add that little sequence when I was doing the line art. Oops. Now add it here as well. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to remove the background so it's much easier to see when it comes to the other sequence. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the hair, which is going to be this right here. And then trace this around here. So that we can change it right after. Did I put it in the wrong layer? I think I might have put it in the wrong layer, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'll go fix that. Yeah, because it's much easier to see, especially with it being, like, having no background is much easier to see. Alright, so now I'm just gonna come here. Right here as well. There we go. Same for right here. And this shouldn't take long, just a little color fixing. Little color map to start right here. And then here as well. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this shouldn't take that long, so there we are. And now on to here. Here we go. Right down here and right up here. Alright, I'm going to do a separate layer as well for the shirt and for part of the glove. So I really love this lo-fi in the back, by the way. I'll be using them more and more often when I draw, especially in my downtime. There we go. Much better. Well, let me see if there's anything I missed. I don't think so. Well, with this lighter gray part. We're gonna have to trace it right here. And then add the darker gray piece right there. Right here, and in a few other spots. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna put this here and here. Am I missing something? No. I think this part's right here. Yeah, this part's going to be like the darker half. Oh! Excuse me. Alright, now for more of the metallic pieces. Right here, and then right there. There we go. Now this is going to be the inside portion of it. So I'm going to have to use my pen for this instead of the fill bucket. It's going to be a little bit more complex, considering the space is so tiny. There we go. Alright, so now, looking back on the reference. Alright, Kitana, let's see. No, move over, okay. So she has a little bit of the lighter gray here, and also on her leg. So I'm gonna have it that it varies. Here, and then right here as well. Yeah, right there, and then right here as well. Fill in this tiny space. Alright, another quick stretch. Ah, that's much better. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take another quick pause, and I will be right back. guys, sorry that took much longer than expected. I had to step out for a quick emergency. So, I'm gonna have to sadly cut the stream short because of the fact that I had taken, like, I was a bit busy. I had, like, a sudden emergency. So, I'm gonna stop here, but the next part is gonna be the last part. And again, there's not much we need to do here. So, I'm gonna have to sadly cut it short for now. Alright, there we go. Alright, we were able to get a bit more done for tonight. I'm pretty happy about that overall. But nonetheless, that was still fun. I had fun chatting with you guys, just relaxing with you guys, and I like, even though like I had like a bit of a chaotic start, it was still fun just relaxing and drawing with you guys. So that's enough from me. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.